An absolute, heart-wrenching financial scandal just exploded across social media, and the hip-hop world is currently standing in total, paralyzed shock. We thought we had seen every possible level of fake celebrity lifestyle exposing, but what just leaked regarding Rick Ross's oldest son turning 18 has officially shattered the internet into a million pieces. While Rick Ross continues to post daily videos flexing $35 million private jets, fleets of vintage Ferraris, and hundreds of acres at his promised land, estate, an explosive, unscripted leak just revealed the horrific reality of how his biological son is actually living. We're talking about certified court filings, leaked college tuition bills, and raw social media live streams showing Rick Ross's 18-year-old son, William Roberts III, struggling without basic financial backing, fighting to secure college funding, and living in shocking, embarrassing conditions while his father publicly celebrates the exact day his child support payments end. 50 Cent and millions of fans have launched a ruthless, scorched earth campaign calling out Ross's fake, big boss persona as the ultimate deadbeat illusion. Stay right where you are, because what was revealed at the 6-minute mark changes everything forever. To truly grasp the devastating, catastrophic scale of this latest fallout, you have to look at the deeply toxic, long-standing conflict surrounding Rick Ross, his ex-partner Tia Kemp, and their son, William Roberts III. For over 2 decades, William Leonard Roberts II, globally known as Rick Ross, built a multi-million-dollar mythology around the concept of Maybach music, generational wealth, and untouchable corporate legacy. On camera, Ross presents himself as the ultimate provider. He raps about building empires for his lineage, buying his children luxury cars for their birthdays, and establishing a family dynasty that will last for generations. He positions himself as a mastermind businessman who owns dozens of Wingstop franchises, Checkers locations, and vast real estate holdings across the country. His public identity relies on one non-negotiable principle: Rick Ross has so much money that everyone around him lives like royalty. However, behind the scenes, a completely different, heartbreaking narrative has been brewing in legal courtrooms for years. Tia Kemp, the outspoken mother of William Roberts III, has routinely gone to war with the rapper over his refusal to provide adequate financial support for his own flesh and blood. While Ross was spending $500,000 on custom paint jobs for his Gulfstream jet, his ex-partner was filing court motions just to get basic monthly allowances covered. The quiet, simmering tension reached a boiling point when William Roberts III officially turned 18 years old. Instead of hosting a massive, million-dollar birthday bash or gifting his son a luxury estate, Rick Ross took to his Instagram stories on Father's Day weekend and posted a video that left the entire culture sickened. Ross laughed into the camera, asking his followers, "What would you rather celebrate, Father's Day or the date of your last child support payment?" He openly celebrated the fact that the legal system could no longer force him to send monthly checks for his 18-year-old son. The video was a slap in the face not just to his ex, but to his own son. While the world watched Ross pop $3,000 champagne bottles to celebrate saving money on his own child, William Roberts III was graduating from high school and preparing to enter college without the basic financial security that a multi-millionaire father should provide. The optics were completely disgraceful. The stage was set for a public reckoning, and the moment William turned 18, the floodgates opened. The illusion of Maybach generational wealth was about to be completely, irreversibly destroyed live on camera. The nightmare officially detonated when Tia Kemp went live on TikTok and Instagram, dropping a series of explosive, unedited broadcasts that exposed the exact, embarrassing conditions under which Rick Ross's 18-year-old son was surviving. Tia didn't just throw verbal accusations. She held up official, highlighted paperwork directly to the camera lens. The document was an official college tuition statement for Bethune-Cookman University, where William Roberts III had committed to play college football. The highlighted total on the bill read an astounding $209,931.58. "I need you to call your daddy right now," Tia screamed into the phone, pointing at the bill on stream. "I ain't playing with him. You screenshot this right now and tell him that's how much needs to be in the account. I'm sick of them little $20,000 checks." You tell him I need 200-something thousand wings, not a 20-piece. The live chat exploded into pure, unadulterated chaos. Millions of viewers watched as Tia revealed that despite Ross owning nearly 30 Wingstop locations and boasting about $150 million net worths, he had completely refused to pay his son's college tuition upon his 18th birthday. To make matters infinitely worse, social media sleuths began digging into William Roberts III's daily living conditions. Photos and videos surfaced, showing the 18-year-old high school graduate living in modest, cramped housing, driving a rundown, basic vehicle, and lacking the elementary financial resources that even mid-level celebrity kids take for granted. While Rick Ross was hosting massive car shows featuring $20 million hypercars at his Promised Land mansion, his own son, a Division I athlete heading to college, was struggling to cover basic books, housing, and meal plans. The psychological damage was catastrophic. The internet went into a frenzy. The contrast between Ross's performative, lavish lifestyle and his son's bare minimum reality turned Ross's Biggest Boss title into an immediate national laughingstock. 50 Cent, Ross's eternal arch-nemesis, didn't wait a single second to capitalize on the disgrace. 50 Cent launched a ruthless social media campaign, reposting Tia Kemp's video alongside a caption that trended at #1 globally. LOL, the jig is officially up. Grinning squinting face Mr. Biggest Boss celebrating his last child support payment while his own kid is begging for college tuition. $200,000 for a degree, and you can't pay it, but you buying $500,000 paint jobs for a jet you don't even fly? Deadbeat of the year. Pack it up, Ricky. The comment sections erupted into an absolute war zone. Over 400,000 comments flooded the internet as fans joined 50 Cent in roasting Ross. Memes depicting Rick Ross wearing a Wingstop apron while handing his son a 20-piece wing combo instead of a college tuition check flooded TikTok and X. Inside Rick Ross's private compound in Georgia, total, unadulterated panic took over. Leaked reports from staff members indicated that Ross was sitting in his study when the tuition video and 50 Cent's posts went viral. When Ross saw the public backlash calling him a fake billionaire deadbeat, he reportedly flew into a rage, slamming his phone onto the desk and ordering his legal team to find a way to issue a gag order against his ex-partner. Ross was trapped in an absolute nightmare. If he paid the tuition now, he admitted that he only did it because of public pressure. But if he refused to pay, he permanently cemented his reputation as a deadbeat who abandoned his son the exact moment he turned 18. Driven by intense humiliation, Rick Ross launched an emergency Instagram story directly from his pool. He tried to act completely unbothered, sipping champagne, but his voice was shaking with anger. "Y'all talking about child support?" Ross sneered into the camera. "I built empires. My kids are good. Don't let these bitter women and internet trolls trick y'all. I teach my kids how to be men and get it out the mud." It was a desperate, embarrassing attempt to reframe his financial neglect as teaching his son hard work. But just as Ross finished his video, an unexpected, catastrophic twist dropped that turned his whole defense into an absolute disaster. A prominent sports blog published a verified, leaked text exchange between William Roberts III and a close friend. In the text messages, Ross's 18-year-old son explicitly admitted that his father had stopped answering his phone calls directly after his 18th birthday, leaving him stranded to figure out his college registration fees on his own. The chat erupted into total, merciless mockery. The get it out the mud defense was completely shattered. The abrupt exposure of the text messages didn't stop the disaster. It triggered a global digital earthquake. News outlets, podcasts, and sports commentary channels went into complete overdrive. The narrative that Rick Ross had abandoned his 18-year-old son while flexing fake wealth became the lead story across every major urban media outlet. The hashtags #deadbeatboss, #RickRossSon, and #TiaKempExposesRoss were trending globally. Then came the second, massive unexpected twist that escalated this family drama into an absolute corporate disaster. At 1:30 p.m., An investigative entertainment reporter published a bombshell report revealing that two major corporate sponsors associated with Rick Ross's annual car show and promotional runs had quietly placed their endorsement contracts on temporary administrative hold. The corporate memo explicitly cited negative public perception, family abandonment controversies, and brand alignment risks surrounding Ross's public child support comments as the primary reasons for pausing their multi-million-dollar sponsorships. Read that again. Major corporate brands didn't want their logos attached to a father who publicly bragged about cutting off his 18-year-old son. 50 Cent immediately jumped on the news, dropping a new video on Instagram sitting in his luxury car, holding a bag of popcorn, laughing hysterically. "I told you, Ricky." Grinning squinting face, you can't celebrate being a deadbeat on Father's Day and expect corporate sponsors to keep writing you checks. You lost millions in sponsor money over a $200,000 tuition bill. You're an absolute financial genius. The internet completely lost its mind. The financial irony was lethal. By trying to save $200,000 on his son's college education, Ross had inadvertently triggered a public backlash that cost him millions in corporate brand deals. Inside Ross's camp, absolute, total breakdown occurred. Staff members revealed that Ross's personal advisors begged him to wire the college tuition money immediately to kill the story before more sponsors pulled out. Driven to the absolute brink of desperation, Rick Ross's legal team issued a late-afternoon press release claiming that Ross had always supported his children privately and accused Tia Kemp of using her son for digital clout and extortion. But right as Ross's lawyers dropped the press release, Tia Kemp went live on TikTok once again, holding up bank statements showing that the only money Ross had sent his son since turning 18 was a single $500 transfer for gas money. The live chat went into an absolute state of frenzy. Viewers began spamming $500 emojis across all of Ross's social media pages. The entire global media landscape went into an absolute frenzy as the deadbeat controversy reached a fever pitch. The debate divided the internet into two fiercely combative camps. On one side, hashtag Team Tia and the general public expressed deep horror over Ross's behavior. Fans flooded comment sections, arguing that no matter how much you dislike your ex-partner, a father worth tens of millions should automatically cover his son's college education, without hesitation. Rick Ross will spend $100,000 on a bulletproof wine cellar in his hangar, but won't pay $200,000 for his own son to go to college. One viral tweet with over 200,000 likes read, "This is the most embarrassing performative wealth in hip-hop history." On the opposing side, a tiny group of Ross loyalists tried to defend him, arguing that once a child turns 18, a father is no longer legally obligated to pay child support, and that William III should use his athletic scholarship to pay his own way. However, sports analysts quickly pointed out that athletic scholarships at HBCUs rarely cover full out-of-state tuition, room, board, and specialized training, leaving the 18-year-old with massive out-of-pocket expenses that his multimillionaire father refused to cover. Major podcast hosts and legal commentators dedicated multi-hour live streams to dissecting the situation, pointing out that Ross's big boss image had taken a permanent, fatal hit in the court of public opinion. Every minute that passed without Rick Ross stepping up to pay the bill made his position look infinitely worse. Just when the world believed this painful family drama had reached its absolute peak, a brand new, jaw-dropping revelation dropped that completely flipped the entire story on its head. At 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an official announcement was made by Bethune-Cookman University's Athletic Media Department. An anonymous, high-profile donor had officially stepped forward and paid William Roberts III's entire $209,000 college tuition in full. The entire internet froze in absolute shock. Who paid the bill? Did Rick Ross quietly surrender and pay it behind closed doors?
No.
Leaked internal documents from the university's donor office revealed the true identity of the benefactor who paid Rick Ross's son's college tuition. It was an entertainment company owned and operated directly by 50 Cent and G-Unit Entertainment. Read that again. 50 Cent didn't just roast Rick Ross online. He literally paid Rick Ross's son's college tuition out of his own pocket to humiliate Ross forever. The realization hit the culture like a nuclear bomb. 50 Cent paid for the education of Rick Ross's biological son because Rick Ross refused to do it himself. This is the ultimate, most brutal, cold-blooded flex in the history of hip-hop beef. Sources close to Rick Ross report that upon learning that 50 Cent paid his son's tuition, Ross went completely silent, locked himself inside his promised land estate, and canceled all remaining media appearances. 50 Cent posted a final, chilling message on his Instagram story just moments ago. "Don't worry, little man, Uncle 50 got you. Go get that degree while your daddy buys 20-piece wings. Education is true wealth." Graduation cap, clinking glasses. Will Rick Ross ever recover from this historic, life-altering humiliation, or has 50 Cent officially ended the biggest boss legacy forever? Stay locked in, because part 2 of this developing story is dropping next. We are watching absolute history unfold in real time, and this situation between Rick Ross, 50 Cent, and William Roberts III has officially reached an insane, historic peak. Now I want to hear directly from you. Do you think Rick Ross is an absolute deadbeat for refusing to pay his 18-year-old son's college tuition? Or was 50 Cent playing dirty by stepping in and paying the $200,000 tuition bill himself? Is Rick Ross's biggest boss persona dead forever? Drop your raw, unfiltered thoughts in the comments section right now. I am going to be down in the comments replying to the best responses, so let's get the debate going. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and get instant, breaking news alerts the exact second Rick Ross responds to 50 Cent paying his son's tuition, you need to take action right now. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on all notification bells so you never miss a single update. We are tracking this story around the clock, and our next breakdown video is dropping very soon. Don't get left behind. Subscribe right now, lock in, and stay tuned for the next explosive update.